It don't take much to get to know me, but most don't make it this far. Yeah, I tend to travel on the low, love.
I was at Trader Joe's.
Okay.
And I like Trader Joe's.
Me too.
But the thing is, they have the social distancing thing, and they only allow you to go one way.
Mm-hmm. Oh, in the store?
In the store.
You can't like turn around and go back?
No. So it's like, because it's packed. So the thing is, like, we forgot a thing.
Oh.
And we have to go around it again.
That's really annoying.
Yeah.
Is that real? They're that careful?
Yeah, they're this day. Not always, because sometimes we go in the store and then it's like not even a line.
Yeah.
So you just do your thing.
Must have been just extra packed.
Extra packed. And then I gotta see the bananas 3 times.
What if they didn't let you go back? They're like, your shopping trip's over. No more groceries for you.
Yeah.
You're like,
Tomorrow.
I have 1 kiwi. They're like,
Yeah.
sorry.
I was gonna get another kiwi, but then I gotta see the bananas again. I don't want to see the bananas.
Bananas
again.
just taunting you. Like, oh, you wish, pussy.
You know what this is?
It looks like, I said this off air, like we're in radio. It looks like a meat popsicle.
It's boba ice cream.
Yeah. Looks good. It is funny to me that I can see. It is funny to me that you waited until we started to start eating a popsicle. I think that's pretty funny.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Well, you were like, oh, time to do the podcast. And you're like, let me take out this popsicle. Let's start eating it now. Like you had all day to eat a popsicle, but now you're like, I'm on camera and on audio that you can hear the inside of my mouth. I'll eat a popsicle now.
Let me tell you fucking something.
Don't
man.
point at me.
This is
Bro,
also for a pointing.
You
thing.
love pointing. Dude, you are the most
Let me tell you something about this popsicle,
guy
dude.
I know.
Okay, I was eating what before? Almonds. All right.
Yes.
And
Again,
then
the
what did
loudest
I eat before
food.
almonds? Before
The whole
this, I
episode
always exactly. So this is why I was like, I'm not gonna bring the almonds on the air because you said the air. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring the almonds in the oxygen where inside the form of the air, which is what we're doing right now. I'm gonna bring a quieter food, which is.
Ew, welcome back, everybody. Episode 5.
Okay, this is one thing I wanted to say about episode 5 is that don't plug the subscribe thing because this is the thing.
This is what I was talking about.
This is what I'm talking about in the beginning. Don't plug that shit in the beginning.
Why?
Because it's like,
See how much Jason hates talking about this stuff? I don't understand why. I say that
no.
all the last episodes.
I want to talk about
Jason
it.
doesn't like talking
I
about
want
it.
to talk
And then I
about
was
it
like, I think
later
he's
in the
okay
middle
with
of it or like at the end of it. But it's like in the beginning of it, it's too much. It's like every YouTube video. It's like, welcome back, guys. My name is Jim. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Last week we talked about this and exactly. This is what the fuck I'm talking about.
What if people stop
That's
listening?
why they stop.
You're gonna need to stop yelling first of all. Because
Can you stop yelling?
I'm right here.
Can you stop yelling? Before I fucking spit a boba ball right in your face with COVID on it.
You done?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My point is
That's my point. Is that don't plug that shit in the beginning of the podcast. You understand me? Because it's like people just want to know the stuff. Like just give us the funny.
I'm glad you're doing this freak out because now it gives context to all the shit I was talking about before. You know what I mean? Of how much you don't like talking about it.
I want to talk about it. I want people to support us, but then not in the
Apparently
beginning of it.
not.
You know why in the beginning? Because in the beginning it's like it comes to a screeching halt. It's like,
No,
can
but
we just
people
get
are
the
used
good
to
shit?
that, though, you know?
People fucking
here's
hate
my
it.
Point. Here's my point.
People fucking hate
You're
it.
gonna need to stop yelling. First of all. Second of all, just because you're dressed like a garbage man doesn't give you the right to yell at me. Okay.
Okay, number one.
Here's the main thing. Here's the thing I'm going to say is that basically,
just because you shop at Ray-Ban and they give you a free shirt, it's like, why would you?
Fucking stubborn assholes. We're not letting each other. We're not stopping. We're both just over each other.
What was that?
My thing.
Is that a good motorcycle? It didn't sound like a good
That's
one. How many engine did it have?
8.
Half?
At least.
It
So
sounded
many
like half. It sounded like
That's a pretty good engine sound.
that was a really angry engine.
Can I get this point out really quickly? And then you can yell at me. My
Okay,
point is,
my point is
it,
that we're doing it in the beginning.
Shut up.
Do
No,
it in
because
the
if you did it,
do it in the beginning.
but what if people listen? What if people watch 15 minutes of it and then they didn't hear the subscribe part? And they're like, oh, I would have subscribed, but they didn't tell me early. I stopped
Listen,
listening.
would you subscribe to somebody if somebody's like in the beginning, hey, can you please subscribe to this? Or if it's a really good content, they're like, hey, I really like this, I'm gonna subscribe. Which one would you?
I don't look.
Would
I don't have
you
a choice.
wanna say?
I don't have a choice.
What are you?
I don't have a choice. So we have to do it like that because now you already ruined the whole thing and you already made it so important.
You with this fucking.
You
ice
made
cream
it such
in
a
the
thing,
face.
so now like I can't do it now. So
What are you talking about? You can't do it now.
we can't plug it up top anymore because it's your.
I don't want to do it because it's like,
Yeah.
okay, it
So-
doesn't
so
make
does- so
sense.
now-
It
but it's
doesn't make
over
sense
now.
to me. It's like, hey, let's watch this podcast. Oh, okay, we got 15 minutes of plug first. Then the podcast.
Or 10 seconds of plugging.
It's really long. It's too long. Dude, what do you mean it's too... You can't even... If you can't get a word out in your head, half a second, you fucking get angry at yourself. You want to listen to 10 seconds of somebody go, please listen, guys. Share it with your friends. Subscribe, like it, or tell us what you think. It's like, nobody wants to hear that shit fucking the first...
What if we don't get
50 minutes of the podcast?
I hope we get less subscribers because of this.
You know what? No.
I hope we fucking fail.
Why would you say that?
Because of you.
Why would you say? What do you mean because of me?
Your ideas of
people hate that.
Let's ask the people.
Yeah, let's ask people
in the comments. When would you like to hear all the bullshit? That's what I want to know. We can agree to disagree, but I would like to know. By the way, I don't have a strong opinion either way. I have a strong opinion. I don't like how you're coming in yelling at me. You know what I mean? I'm talking. Am I yelling? Like days, and all of a sudden you're like, "Here's the deal. Listen." In the comments, do me a favor, do us a favor. Actually, no, fuck him. Do me a favor, leave in the comments when you want to hear all the bullshit, and that's what we'll do.
You know what?
Whatever
I'm gonna bring a water gun in this podcast, so whenever you fucking make me angry, I'm just gonna squirt right on your face.
I'm sweating so much already.
Yeah, so I can give you the drizzle.
Dude, I was so tired all day, and then I was like, I'm just gonna put on a silly outfit, and it'll make me feel better. And I don't know. And now I'm just like,
you look like
I kind of realized
you look like you shop at the same place I do. Like the way I'm dressed, it's just that you went to like the better section. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like we both look like you go to the Salvation Army as well, and you're like, well, now can we have where's the ones with the collars? She's like, it's over there, sir. Okay, don't yell at me. And then you go over and pick the same shirt.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right.
Yeah,
but I do like how you're switching up how you're dressing though, because you just really nicely, like you were at a Hawaiian wedding last time, and now it's just like you just woke up, and I like that about you. I like how you're keeping them guessing. Did you? I don't doubt it. Your hair's messy and it looks good, which is annoying.
Look at my face.
Yeah, that's a good wink.
You see it?
Look at my custom coffee cup. Look at that.
I could see it if you stop shaking. You know what I mean?
Well, that's just how I am naturally. Look at that. So a Lion's Den fan gave us all custom mugs. Let's see if you can see with my name on it. Look at that name on it with the fucking lion.
I really like Lion's Den. Is that is it your podcast?
Not really. A little bit. It's a little bit mine.
A little bit? Is it that much?
Mine. A little bit mine. I'm not the person to ask.
Yeah.
Can you nap? Are you good at napping?
No.
No?
No.
Me either.
Okay, should we talk about the next thing now? Or are we still on the napping subject?
I mean, I just brought it up.
All right.
I said one thing, and then you're like, all right, moving on? Or what's up? As you're slurping a popsicle. I apologize for Jason slurping. I really do. It's unavoidable at this point. If you listen to this podcast, you're going to get disgusting mouth sounds. And that's just what it's going to be. I have a question for you. If people wrote in the comments or wrote us, hey, the mouth stuff is really grossing me out, would you stop doing it?
If like 100,000 people's watching, and then one person is like, dude, can you stop slurping?
Yeah, that's fine.
Too bad.
What's the ratio that you would stop or limit? Let's say out of 50 people.
Out of 50 people.
Out of 50 people, how many people would you be like, okay, I should probably stop doing that? Like, it's hurting us.
48 to 49.
Honestly, realistically, be real. Be real.
They're like, stop it. No more slurping.
Yes, people are. It's going to bother some people.
Okay,
but it's just how many would it take for you to actually make a change? Realistically,
okay,
be real. Are you going to be real?
How many times are you going to say be real?
Because I know you're not going to be, and I have to hammer it home in your fucking dumb, messy hair head.
I was actually thinking about it, but then because you said that so many times, now I'm not going to answer you. So fuck you. So we're going to talk about another thing.
You're not going to answer for real?
Yeah, because you say be real like 7 times. This is what I hate about Will. This is what I hate about Will. It's just that a lot of the times you say one thing and then you say it again, and then after the second time you said it the third and then the fourth time the same way. I'm like, dude, I heard you the first time.
Yeah, you do hate that for some reason. You're so sensitive to that. Like, I'll repeat myself once and you'll be like, I heard it the first time. That's the second time I say it.
No, you said it like 7 times, just like how the be real. Can we have a reel of the complication of how many times he said be real?
Okay, we'll cut to that.
You literally said it like 8 times, dude. Be real. It's like, I heard it the first time, and then the second time, and then the third time I also heard it, and then the fourth time. And then you're like, you know what? I'm going to say it another time. Be real. And then it's like, dude, I heard it the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Do you need me for this podcast?
Do you need me for this podcast?
The whole podcast is you. This is your podcast. We're playing by your rules, right? Don't do the leading reviewing too early. I'm going to eat. Fuck everyone else. I'm going to do what I want. I get it, dude. I'm not going to answer the questions because of how many times I asked you. I get it, dude. This is your world. I'm just living in it.
I tuned out.
Get it.
I tuned out after like 20 seconds.
Power moves only. This so far, the first 10 minutes, this has only been power moves by you. You've been strong arming me this whole fucking time.
I'm just learning tricks from you, man. That's what you do. So I'm like,
what do I do?
That's what you do.
None of the things you're doing right now are things
I'm doing what you do.
Like what?
I'm doing what you do. I'm doing what you do. I repeat it 3 times because that's what you do. You see that? That's in your face.
More power moves.
More power moves. More power moves. Did you hear the first? Well, we're gonna cut to a quick commercial, and then we'll be right back.
Fuck off, Will. Hey, your hair's still fucked up though.
And the star is back. How are we doing, Will?
I'll be here. You let me know when you need me.
Okay. We'll both have a moment of silence. Should we pray?
You didn't pause the podcast.
And we're back. And we're back.
See, look, again, you just power moved me again. You see how I tried to do a thing and then you interrupted my thing? See, dude? You're coming in swinging today.
Okay, you know what?
And I'm going to
let me know when you need me. I'm just going to be quiet and then
see,
let me know when you need me.
You're still doing it. You can do a solo episode if you want. I think that's what you're feeling right now. I think you're feeling like you want it. You want all the bits. You want all the power moves. I can let you have it. You know what I'm saying? I got a custom mug. I don't need this. This is ASMR. Way better than your ASMR. That is way too loud though.
Okay, do you need me now or not yet?
Let's do the first segment.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not setting it up.
No, you set it up.
What am I?
I'm not setting it up today.
We know the show.
No, you know the show.
I don't want to set it up. That's weird if I set it up. Everyone will think that's so weird if I set it up.
You have the thing. I have the timer. You set it up.
I feel weird. I don't want to set it up.
I don't want to set it up today.
Guess we're not gonna do segments.
Okay.
Power moves. Power moves. All right.
Are you gonna do segments?
You're gonna make me do it. You're gonna power move me again.
I don't want to do the segments today.
Why?
I just don't feel like it. Why can't you do the segments?
You do it every time though.
Yeah.
But it's weird if I do it.
It's
not the same thing. Because you make it all goofy and fun. It's weird if I do it.
This is what it is. It's just because you think I have the power moves, and then I want to offer the leadership position to you, and then right now you're rejecting it. But you want to put it on me again. You're interrupting me again, second time.
It doesn't feel good.
So it's like you do it to me all the time. Last episode, 2 episodes ago, and then 3 episodes before that, and then 4 episodes before that. So this is just a taste of how you do things. All right. So right now we're gonna switch the dynamic, which I don't think you like right now because you're like, ooh, I thought this was my show. I finally have my thing after the Tigers podcast, Cat's Bag, Tigers Den, Lions Den, and then oops, slippery.
I didn't understand most of that.
I got it.
I gotta be totally honest.
So go ahead.
Know you want me to do.
Go ahead. I don't know either.
You won't set up the segment, so I have to do it.
No, it's not that I want. I just told you I offered it to you because you think you think. Let's try if you do it. Just see what happens.
One thing. If you're gonna offer something, but then how about we just?
Can I also have?
See
what?
Look how you just interrupted me again. Do you see that?
Okay.
You see what I just did there? See?
Well, you interrupt me 4-5 times just now, so you go ahead.
All right. How about this?
Well, do we interrupt each other? Do we interrupt each other?
Is that kind of truce? You want to do a truce?
We could do a truce.
And clean slate?
Yeah, clean slate.
Clean slate?
Clean slate.
Clean slate? Clean slate.
Go.
Our first segment. See, it already feels weird.
What?
Are you sure you still want me to do it? Okay. Ew. First segment. Relationship talk. Jason, what is your relationship talk thing for this week?
I'm gonna have to check my notes.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to go first?
No, you can go first.
All right. For relationship talks this month, I have brought the fact that
This month?
Is it not this month?
I mean, I guess so. Technically, it's this month now.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
This year, I have brought in 2020.
Nice.
Long distance relationships.
Good one.
Does it work or does it not work?
Very good one.
Why don't you take that? Does it work for you?
Do you want me to answer?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to? You can go first.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I went first, but I'm asking you.
Okay. I'm skeptical of it.
Oh, why is that?
I'm skeptical. it's not how it's supposed to be. Relationships are hard enough when you're together in the same city. That's hard enough. But then when you create a bunch of distance, it's even harder. So it's like, I'm very skeptical. I think if it's a person who's
when you say create a bunch of distance, I just think of like a magic game. They're like roads.
Wait, what?
I don't know. When you say create a bunch of distance,
Oh, like I'm building a city.
You're building roads
like it's
away
the
from
Sims
each other
or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So something like that. So I'm throwing a lot of roads in to create a lot of distance. And she's like, "Why is this our relationship?
I'm too far.
I'm too far. Why would you do
and you're
this?"
like roads.
Why am I in a video game? I'm very skeptical because I think it's hard as shit. I think I would only do it if it's a person I'm like deeply in love with, and I would be devastated if I lost her.
Yeah.
Did that ice scare you? It scared me when I just did that. I jumped.
Oh,
yeah. If it would have someone who I'd be like, I will be devastated if this person leaves. If it's a thing that's like, oh, it's good. We'll see kind of as it goes, but then don't do it. Don't do it. But that would be the only reason and there would have to be some sort of ending up together plan, as if it's like, oh, you're moving to New York and there is no plan to come back and I'm not moving there. That's scary to just be like, we'll see what happens. Like, it would be nice to be like, oh, I'm going here for 2 years to do my master's, and then we can be back together. Like that I'd be more comfortable with because the end result. It's like, let's get through these 2 years. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's like you need a goal. You need like
I think so.
Like what if?
By the way, I've never done it, so I'm not a good person to ask. But
yeah, but what if like the girl was like, we're just gonna see each other in like 2 years and then fuck a dude in like a month?
That's fine. What's the problem there?
It's like, but we got the goal. It was 2 years, so that's what we're gonna do.
We build roads, we fuck guys. It's all good.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do. Could you? I don't know.
Oh, I did it because.
You probably. I'm not. Yeah, you did.
The longest time that I didn't see my wife was like 8 months. And
that's long, but not super long. But that's a long time.
Yeah, it's still a long time. But it's just, I think really communicating, like really make an effort to communicate with each other every day. And there's sexual needs, and then you need to do like FaceTime sex. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on FaceTime sex?
In the beginning is awkward.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you got to be the director. You got to go.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and then it's like, exactly.
Call back.
Boom guy. Boom guy.
Yeah.
No, but everybody does it differently. But communication for sure, because a lot of people's like, oh well, I don't know if this is gonna work. But what isn't gonna work? The long distance. Like, oh, a lot of people's like, oh, I can't do long distance. Like, what are those things that wouldn't work for you? Is it the physical touch, or is it like, what is it? Is it because besides physical things, there's really nothing else, and trust, I guess. Trust and
you gotta trust each other.
Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah,
for sure.
But you did it, and
can you trust another person?
Depends who they are.
Yeah.
Yes, but it depends.
I think you got to really build the trust first before you do the long distance. Like,
hell yeah,
it's really hard if you just jump in to a long distance relationship immediately.
That'd be such a bad idea.
Yeah.
No, definitely. That's a perfect example of when not to do a long distance relationship.
Yeah.
When
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that video where it's in the beginning?
In the beginning,
where the guy's trying to say beginning and he can't say it. He's like, in the beginning, in. He's doing a press conference. I don't know where he's from, but he's just like,
how many times did he say
in the
it?
beginning, in the beginning. In the beginning,
and it just slowly intros into a song. In the beginning, ding, 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 ding.
It's so funny. Yeah, I think that's the worst time. The best time to do is if you're with someone and you are fucking with them.
Yeah.
In the trenches. There's trust. There's love. There's that deep shit. Then you can make it work because that's your person. That's someone you wouldn't want to lose. But if it's like you just start dating someone for like 2 months and they're like, I'm going to Brazil. Let's pick this up in a little while, and you're like, yeah, but. Can I unbuild these roads? Like, this is not a good idea, right?
Yeah, take them back.
Take the roads back.
That's
a horrible idea. It won't work.
Yeah.
It just won't work. There's no way.
Yeah.
Unless that first 2 months is unbelievable.
Yeah. I feel like even if it is unbelievable for like 2-3 months, and then you just separate like that, it's still going to be really hard.
Totally.
Because you're like, well, I don't really know who that person is, even within 2-3 months.
Yeah, you don't know them that well.
Yeah, you don't know.
What was your and your wife's secret when you did it, and how did it?
We established our relationship. Like, we saw each other every day for like a year or 2.
Yeah. How long were you guys together before you did long distance? That's a better question.
I think a year or 2.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after that, Well, we were separated a lot. So, because I went to college, and yeah, so we were separated for like 4 months, and I'll visit her for like a week, during the break, and then she'll come the next break, and then after that it was like 8 months. So we're kind of used to it, and yeah, so that was it's important to definitely try to make effort and make plans to see each other.
But what was like your key? What was like the thing that really made it work? You just had established your relationship really well before. Like that was your thing.
I think that, and also like you have to constantly like communicate with them like, oh, are you still like okay with this relationship? Like, is there anything? Yeah, checking in and asking them like, is there anything I could do to help strengthening the like if you feel like you're alone or lonely, I'm always here, you could call me. You just being open to them and not being like, oh, you can't call me on this day because I just want some alone time, which is it's hard both ways. Like being open to them like all the time, that's hard, and being like, well, I need alone time, that's hard too. So it's like I think it's just finding the balance within each other.
Yeah, I feel like it's never like a fun thing doing long
It's never
distance.
fun.
It's not
work.
a good thing. Yeah, it's work. It's work to make it happen.
Yeah, but if it's worth it, it's worth it.
That's what I'm saying. It's worth it. Can we go back to FaceTime sex for a second?
Yeah.
What would you do on your end? Just jerk off?
Yeah.
So interesting.
No, I'm just kidding. I actually never done like FaceTime sex where
neither have I, by the way,
my
neither
dick
have
is on the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like, who wants to see a penis?
Oh, but you show me your dick all the time over FaceTime?
No, like
you're
a
in
hard
your
penis.
serious relationship?
Hard penis.
Oh yeah, that'd be really weird.
Yeah.
If you FaceTime and your penis was rock hard,
Yeah.
I may not want to do the podcast with you anymore. Like if you FaceTime with your hard dick.
Would you actually be mad if I show you my
I
hard
wouldn't be
dick?
mad, but I would like not like laugh, but I'd be like, I have to go. Like I have to hang up and then I have to take a beat to really think about how that made me feel. Because I'm like, if you really think about that, that's pretty wild. Or it's like a really good bit.
Right, but if you really think about it, if you really think about it and past the really thinking about it, if you really think about it, then it's really just more blood to the penis. Scientifically, it's not that big of a difference.
Nice.
Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that it's just more blood. So what's the problem?
But why did you choose to fill it with more blood FaceTiming me? Like what did I just interrupt?
Huh?
What did I just interrupt?
Yes.
Do you know
So
what I mean?
it's not an interruption. It's a planned mission. It's like, you know what? I'm going to get my dick hard. Then I'm going to show Will.
I'm less, actually, when you put it like that, it would be less offensive if you like, that's like a really intense bit. But like, if you really are like, I'm going to get my dick hard and then call him, that's like, oof. Like, I don't know if I'd be ready for that.
Yeah,
that's a really.
But why does it bother you though? Because
I don't know. I don't know how it makes me feel. I don't know how I would feel.
How would you feel?
I would just feel pretty off put. I'd be like, oh, at first I'd laugh and then be like, then I'm going to sleep at night being like, yo, what was his plan there? Like, why? Like, it would later come back to me being like, why did he make sure his dick was hard and then call him? Like, what?
But that's all the reason.
Bit? Like, I didn't laugh.
But that's all the reason for me to wanting to do it.
Just to like fuck with my head.
Just to fuck with anybody.
Yeah.
It's because everybody is so like, oh my god, his dick is hard. It's like, yeah, and like, what's the problem? Like, what is the problem? It's hard.
Worst statement in court.
Have you?
The
dick is hard. The jury's like, what? I'm like, the jury's over here, and then I'm like, the dick is hard. What's the problem? Everybody's like, what? And I'm like, does your dick not get hard? Does your dick not get hard? Oh, lady, have you not seen a hard dick?
And then I'm your lawyer. Shit.
Yeah.
We did.
And I'm like, does your dick not get hard? And then I start jerking you off in court. Does it not get hard?
And it turns out it's a porno the whole time. It's like the fucking Brazzers logo comes up. Oh, this makes sense.
Yeah, the grandmas start showing their titties.
Yeah. The guy with the loop squirt gun is like, finally my time to shine.
Yeah.
Remember? That was a long walk to get to that bit.
It's okay.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah, I've never done that. The FaceTime sex thing I think is bizarre. I would be way too embarrassed to do it.
Have you not like done like watch porn and go to those like campsites things where like the ladies are live?
Oh no. Mm-mm.
What do you? Oh, are you against it?
No, but
okay.
But usually you have to like pay for it.
No, you don't have to pay for it.
Oh.
Well,
hey, I gotta go.
I gotta leave now.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, that has, the live. I mean, that is cool, the live thing, but yeah, it doesn't. I'm not. Whatever. I don't watch porn, so I'm like,
oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I forget. But go ahead, dude. But that's technically that's not porn. It's like FaceTime, but with naked ladies.
True.
Yeah. So there's a silver.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a gray area.
Yeah.
You want to do your thing?
Again, in the courtroom, it's a gray area.
Yeah. And the dick is hard.
Yeah.
No.
It's a fucking podcast.
Well, what's your thing?
What is my thing? Let's see. This is a really silly one that I think you'll like. So I was talking with Ashoka, my neighbor, last night, and this is a thing he does that I think is so interesting and weird, and now I can never unthink about it.
What is
and
it?
I apologize for people because now this is going to be in their head, mostly guys, is that, so he's a very germaphobe, neurotic guy, not unsimilar to me, but he does this thing where if he's with a girl, on a date with a girl, he asks them if when they go to the bathroom to go pee in a public bathroom, like they're out for drinks, right? And he'll ask them. I don't know if it'll take a while maybe before he asks, but he does eventually. He asks them if they sat or they squat on the toilet.
Oh, all the time?
Did they? Yeah, like it's a thing that he wants to know. Like, did you sit or squat on the toilet?
Yeah. What's his reason?
Because it's a germaphobe thing. Because if you sit on the toilet, okay,
then your
just go
ass
with me
has
on this.
germs.
Yes. So all the juices from the toilet, and then if as a guy you go down on the girl,
then there's got ass,
all the juices
STDs
from like
and
some
gonorrhea
bar.
on the seats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so he asks if you like and would prefer you to squat.
Yeah.
So no contact is made. So if you happen to go down on the girl, then you're not thinking about it.
Yeah, but if you
I never thought of this in my life until he brought this up.
But if you squat and there's velocity times 3.75 pi, the shit it goes
and then it goes,
and then now the water comes up like Jaws.
Yep.
And then it goes directly into your asshole because the asshole spreads a little bit when shit comes out, and then that shit comes out, and then there's like a time where the asshole's still open, and then the waters go and then now it's inside, and then your asshole closes. Yeah, and it's like AIDS.
We both exactly on the same thing when it closed up.
Yeah,
that was really satisfying. Yeah,
like that.
Gross. Yeah. So that was just I couldn't believe that. So now like that's such an interesting I never would have. Now I'm thinking about
never
it.
thought about that, but
Me either.
That's a good one.
But now I'm thinking like, oh wow, that's actually an interesting point of like all the germs that could be on there.
But
I still don't totally stand by it. I think it's a little much. But
so do you eat ass then?
No. It's not about eating someone's ass.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like so people's like juices on the toilet seat. Yeah, that's not okay. But then the shit that comes out of the asshole, it's okay.
But it's not about eating ass. That's not what we're
I know,
about.
but I'm saying that if Ashoka goes down on somebody and then he's like, oh, but did you sit on the the juices of other women?
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, well I guess I'll just eat your ass now. Like that doesn't make sense because it's like, oh, the juices are fine, but then the shit inside the asshole that comes out anyways.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I think this is not about eating ass. This is not an eating ass thing. Forget that. That's not a part of it.
I know, but I'm saying that it would be weird if that germ thing, and then
it would be.
He's like,
but purely.
Well, shit in my mouth, but no juices though.
Well, the eating ass thing, that's like that's a separate discussion about that whole thing.
Gotcha.
But
this is a germ thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a germ thing, and like I think it's a little crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
I'd be lying if it didn't get in my head a little bit.
It's got in my head now,
right? Like going to some shitty dive bar. It's like, oh, that is actually, if you think about it. I mean, again, I think, but the way you're positioned on a toilet, I think you're okay, unless you're like, let me just wipe it off with my ass. Let me wipe off all the piss, and then it should be good to go. All right, now I'll pee.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a thing.
No.
I think that's very neurotic. But I just thought it's so in my head now.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck.
And sometimes you could tell if you, depending on the person, that little things they do to see how much hygiene they have, like on a daily basis. If they wipe something, it's like if you can't even clean like the room. Now I think I know why. If you like see the little things that people do, that really affects like how they are. Because it's like if you don't even care about the little things, it's like when you wipe your ass, it's like, oh, this is fine. What there's like a whole turd on it. You're like, oh, it's one turd, it's fine. And then put the pants up,
holding it. That's fine.
The whole shit. Oh, okay, this is. And then put the pants on. It's like, ew, dude.
Dude, the cleanliness is so important, man. The hygiene shit.
Yeah.
You got to keep it tight with that. You cannot be like, well, that's fine.
I do this thing where I wipe my ass at nighttime.
Okay, explain.
I would just wipe it at random. And then sometimes I wipe it, there's nothing on it.
As there should be, yeah.
Yeah, but I just do it sometimes randomly.
Why?
Because I just want a clean asshole. It's like, it's not like, my wife is eating my ass or whatever. She's never done it. And I don't want her to do it because I don't want the shit to go inside of her mouth. And then we got a kiss and the shit inside my mouth.
Makes sense.
So, but yeah,
So
that's what I do. And then she's like, well, why would you do that? And it's like, I have the cleanest asshole.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
We are two very clean fucking people.
Yeah.
I will say that. So we're probably the cleanest podcast duo.
Yeah. It's
I'd
like,
say.
if you want to eat our asshole at any time, we would have the cleanest asshole. But I don't want anybody to eat my ass.
No, me either. But if it were to happen, if you tripped and fell into our asshole
Yes,
with
exactly.
your mouth,
Like if it's a
you wouldn't-
slippery slope.
you wouldn't be like, oh no. You'd be like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, it's not bad.
So you went on a hike and then
Yeah.
you go down and there's a slope and you're like, oh, I can't slow down. But, their assholes is right there. You fell into it. Kadong,
We're just waiting there, spread cheeks. This feels
Yeah.
weird that we're doing this. It's just another hike.
Yeah.
Just with our assholes spread.
Spread, yeah.
What's the longest you've gone without showering? life?
2 or 3 days. Yeah, probably 2.
And why?
I probably was like camping or something.
Okay.
But what's the longest you?
Probably 3 days. I had strep throat in college, and I was pretty sick, and I don't think I showered for 3 days. I think, and I was in the same boxers the whole time. So I remember those boxers were like hazardous materials. You know how when you deposit used needles in that compartment, those are where the underwear should have gone, because those things were like had green mist coming off of them. It was so intense. I was like, I may just burn these and have a memorial for my sickness.
I was wondering if my eyes was closed and you're just plowing through the story.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how long does?
Oh, were you pretending to be asleep because you were bored?
No, I was.
Or you were
listening.
listening. I knew you were listening. Yeah, that's
I
why
was
didn't say
listening to
anything.
you.
Yeah.
But I was just thought of like, if he thought I was actually trying to sleep, like how long are you gonna plow through the story until you're
Before
like,
I'm like, is he asleep? What the fuck am I talking to the chairs and the lights?
this is your podcast now.
You're the worst.
I checked out, dude. This is why it's called the recess.
Yeah.
This recess is because I just don't want to do any work and I don't want to have
Oh,
any
no shit.
structure. You know what I mean? And then also, this is where mistakes are made all
Make
the
sure
time.
you subscribe.
God damn it! Shit!
Snuck it in there.
Damn
The graphic was probably there and everything.
Shit!
Let's do the graphic again. Click, ding, ding, done. That's in your face. Next
right.
segment. See, that's called How You Take the Power Back. That's my masterclass. Join me next week for how to take the power back when your friend is being a fucking shithead.
Is the power back?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Next segment, you want to set it up?
No, you said it was 7.
God damn it.
And that is how to take the power back from taking back. So you have the power,
Good
and
one,
then somebody
dude.
take it back.
Good one.
And then you take it back from taking it back. So there's 2 backs. So it's like a 1 back, but then 2 backs, and you do it twice.
Person watching the masterclass, slow down. Hold on. Will you go back when?
Yeah. Set up the fucking
Our next
thing.
segment. Well, you're talking.
I'm sorry. I apologize so
fucking-
quickly. And I do it
No,
again.
like
I continue
like
doing
a dog
it.
in
I'm
trouble.
sorry.
Insignificant thing this week. That's insignificant when this week happens. What's the thing this week?
Which means,
What?
what does that mean? Insignificant.
Oh, insignificant week, this thing. It's a thing that happened this week that is significant or insignificant. But if it's significant, we'll say it, but maybe not say it. We take notes, we think about it, and it's this week. Here we go. Recess. How's that?
I fucking love your version, man. See, I told you it would have been.
Oh, you know I'm a professional.
you
You know I'm not gonna.
fucking
You think I'm?
professional,
Hey, you
dude.
think I'm gonna choke when it comes to a segment?
That's a good one.
one. Segment. There's alcohol in this. Here we go. No, there's not.
What?
What's your insignificance?
So
thing?
is there isn't?
We don't know.
Oh.
Is he professional or is he not? He's wearing a goofy outfit with it. I put my little chain on because I felt like it, you know. But it's like, is he professional? Is he not? We don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So what was the segment?
And that's in your face. The insignificance things.
Both laugh at different things.
I know.
Both of us just
I know.
having our own podcast on one podcast.
Dude, what other? No other podcasts are like this. I mean, seriously, can you think of a podcast that's this fucking off the rails? Like with no, all the other podcasts are like adults talking, and we're
dying
just like
inside. Dying inside as you say it. Dying inside. Contemplating starting the podcast over.
Real, yeah, so real about regretting starting this whole podcast. You know, other podcasts they have adults who are talking, and you know, it's a lot different than this.
So, but by the way, if you want to subscribe, don't do it. Go to another podcast. We have this button for another podcast. You know, Lions Den, Cat's
Subscribe
Bag.
to any other podcast.
Yeah, Bill Burr's got one. It's great.
Yeah,
you don't got to be here. A lot of different podcasts.
Okay.
Okay, set up.
What's your
wasn't
insignificant thing this week?
Okay,
What's
go
yours?
ahead. You do.
Nope,
this.
I asked you, motherfucker. You go.
The power is back on him.
And that's
now.
how you take the
the
power back for the third
for the
time.
third time. All right.
What's yours? Go.
My thing is, can we agree that everyone hates weddings?
Good one.
Because this
You're
is
good
why.
at this. You got
Thanks,
good
man.
segments.
Because this is why. Because you go to the wedding, besides the bride and the
What if you just stopped in like
exactly
10 seconds?
besides the bride, and the hors d'oeuvres, nobody else really likes the wedding. Because who else really likes the wedding? Like the groom is he's like happy that he's at the wedding.
Even he's like hit or miss.
Yeah, he's like, well, I'm invited, so that's good. I'm on the RSVP.
Nice to be involved.
Yeah, nice to be involved.
Yeah.
I get to get fucked up the night before, but nobody else really likes it because this is the thing. You gotta put on the uncomfortable shoes. Okay.
Yeah.
You look nice, yes, but then you gotta be in it all day, and it's like, dude, because I went to a social distance wedding yesterday.
You did?
I did, yeah. Dude, there was like 10 people there, and it was like a field of like this winery. 10 people there.
Each corner of the field.
Exactly.
What is the vow?
Hello?
Yeah.
And you could kiss the bride. What?
Yeah.
You're married now. Who?
Who's married? I'm married.
And the pastor just walks off.
Bye. No,
Bye.
the pastor's on FaceTime. He's buffering.
that-
You may
yeah.
kiss the Metro. Like, this is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
So yeah, who actually likes weddings? Okay,
Yeah,
so
nobody really likes weddings.
I think so on the flip side, here's why I think I can imagine liking a wedding, because I obviously don't. I'm not like, oh, I want to go to a wedding so bad. I will say I've been to many weddings. I've been to like one wedding as an adult, one.
Yeah.
And I did get emotional during it. I will say that. It was for one of my good friends, and it was like, I haven't even known him that long, but I still got like emotional during like the wedding, just because it was like, oh wow, I was like, didn't expect
How
it.
many weddings have you gone to?
One. That was the only one.
Oh,
and
that's
then
it?
my sister's wedding when I was like 8.
Yeah, I've gone to like so many because I have friends and stuff like that. But you go to your friends.
Wait,
huh?
what was it? Don't go like,
What?
huh? Like you didn't know what you just did.
Oh, I don't know what you
I got
did.
friends. They just
I
not.
don't know.
2 of them were supposed to get married this year, but the COVID happened, so it got pushed. I got friends, man. I have friends. Why don't you think I have friends? You think I don't have friends? I have friends.
Anyways, no, but I wanted to wait, and you gotta sit with people like you get assigned with like criminals.
Well, no,
You know what I mean?
no.
And it's like, why
Was it
does he have
jail
tattoos
funeral?
on his face?
5? Is
Five.
5?
That's
Tattoos on his
5. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tattoos all over.
Why was this my choice?
Yeah.
Here's why I think I
The
can
tattoos
imagine.
on the face.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to
who's at
see
that
these people,
wedding?
and then it's like you talk to them, and then after the wedding, it's like now I don't see you, and then but I gotta smile, I gotta pretend like I gotta chew with my mouth closed. I don't want to do that.
God forbid you chew with
Exactly.
your mouth closed.
And
What are
then-
these fucking Nazi rules?
Yeah, and then you gotta like talk to people and
Yeah.
ask about their lives, like a human being. It's like, damn it, I just
wanna
want
do
to
that.
eat this
Yeah.
crab cake with my mouth open.
I get that.
You
But I
know?
think on the flip side, I think there's a couple reasons why you could like it. If you go there as a single guy, like meeting girls and stuff, that's fun. Or as a single girl meeting guys, as like the groomsmen and the bridesmaid, like, oh,
Yeah,
who's
but
single, like, blah, blah, blah.
exactly.
Like, that's fun.
Yeah, but
That's
if
a fun
she's
thing.
like, not squatting on the toilet, then now I'm like,
As
I
long
don't want
as
to do the
she's
thing.
squatting.
Yeah,
That's
as
like,
long as
that's
you
me.
squat.
Your name's what? Cool.
Do you
You sit or
squat?
squat.
Yeah. What do you mean if I squat on the toilet? I mean,
When you piss, listen, come back.
Yeah.
When you yeah. So I think that I could, and also like the party could be fun.
what if you ask her? She's like, "What are you saying?" And I'm like, "Well, when you take a shit, does it go kadunk, and then the water come up?" And she's like, "What?" I said, "Does it go kadunk, and then the water splashes up, goes into your asshole, and closes it?" Is what I'm trying to ask you.
And cut to the reception. Everyone's dead quiet. They're just looking at you. When your asshole closes up,
I'm on a speakerphone.
the band just stops playing.
Yeah.
It's actually it's actually your best man speech.
My best man is
Yeah.
just talking to one of the.
Listen, when
one of
you
the
take a
bridesmaids.
shit.
One of the. The best man is just like, okay, hold on. Let me talk to the bridesmaid.
Your lawyer's there again. God damn, this fucking guy.
Yeah, and I talk to the lawyer. When you
Or
squat,
you
does
not?
it not
What are you
go
fucking-
splashes it into and then, does it not happen to you?
And then the groom turns to his buddy. He's like, he's not wrong. It's a good point. Actually, it's a good point if you think about it.
Yeah.
My fucking wedding's ruined.
Yeah. Well, good thing she's squatting. Her asshole's not ruined. The wedding is, but not the asshole. So good on you, fucking groomsmen.
The wedding is
Bye.
Bye. You just leave.
This is a shitty wedding. Huh?
Nice. Yes, dude.
That's stupid. That's
Fuck
stupid.
yeah.
That is stupid.
That was great. I'm fired up now. I love it. Just want to pass out.
Should we do the next segment? Is
God,
it a lot
that
of
was
work
so
today?
funny. That was so funny. Huh?
Is it a lot of work? No. Right?
Yeah, I'm sweating, dude.
Okay, what's the next thing?
Oh, what's my I'll do my
I've-
thing. You fuck. Here's my thing. My insignificant is when you're driving. I never understand this. When you're driving, you pull up to an intersection, a stop sign at the same time as someone else, and you do when you go ahead, and normally they go thanks and they go.
Yeah.
But when you go ahead, and the
And
other
then you go,
person
"Go ahead."
no, and then the other person goes no, you go ahead.
Yeah, you
I'm
go
like,
ahead. And then you go ahead. You go ahead. Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing?
How many would you
Are we
do?
on a date?
How many do you
Just
do?
fucking go.
You do one?
If I go no, you go ahead, and then the person goes no, you go. I go like this.
You have to do this.
Yes,
though.
I'm like, all right, it's so annoying. I'm like, what do we just? I gave you don't be overly polite in the car. Like,
Yeah.
do the one, go ahead. But then, no, you. There's
Yeah.
cars behind me, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Just go
yeah.
when I tell you to go. Now I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
sitting
agree.
here like, no, you go. Okay, how about you? I'm like, we don't even know each other.
Yeah.
What are we doing right? Is this blind dating?
I
Just
agree.
fucking go. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I always will. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Such an asshole.
Let me ask you this:
'Kay.
When if you had a stop sign and then like a person is walking in front of you, if the person
Hit them
doesn't jog,
immediately? Oh.
yeah, if you hit them immediately, does their leg break as well, or do you run them over and then they go help me and then you back up,
I go,
or do
okay.
you not back up?
Oh, let me come back.
Yeah, gagung.
Yeah. Oh. You good?
Yeah.
You all good? Sorry, what were you saying? So
No, but in front of if somebody
Yeah,
walks
yeah,
in
yeah.
front of you, if that person doesn't jog, do you get angry?
Oh,
I
no.
always jog.
No.
Yeah, this is why America is garbage.
But listen,
I'm
I have
sorry.
more-
I apologize. I didn't mean to say America is garbage.
Good. Hey, good plan. Good plan, man. with this
I really
fucking
like
podcast.
America,
We're trying to grow
honestly.
this podcast.
But this is why. It's
Don't
because
subscribe, but hate America.
yeah, but because in Asia is where people always jog. They give you the courtesy because it's like, I know your time is important. I'm gonna jog, even though I'm not protected by a car. You are, but it's like over here, people always don't even look at the car.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just gonna.
This is my world.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, I don't get mad, but whenever someone jogs, I'm like, nice, good on
Yeah.
you. Like, thank you for that.
I always do that.
I try to
always
also,
jog.
Yeah, I always try to hustle.
Yeah.
There's some people that just, oh my god, they're just walking so slow. I'm
They're
like,
on the
come
phone,
on.
and the more happier they are, it's just like they're like, I'm like, no, I really want to hit you.
It's like, you don't even know that I can just end all of this.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
that's
However
what
I
I'm
really
saying.
wanted to.
I just want to nudge them though, real quick. Katong, you know? What's the next segment?
Yeah. Oh, all right. Jesus. Moving on, huh? Movies and TV recommendation.
You go ahead.
This is segment quick. We do a quick thing. I gotta be honest. I've been too busy.
Let's just take a second.
Okay.
Recess. You know what it is? It's just, sometimes you just got to breathe a little bit.
I feel you.
Sometimes it's too much information, you know?
know.
Sometimes there's some information and you're like, well, here's more information. Is like, we don't need all of it.
Yeah, we just spent the last 20 minutes yelling jokes, so I'm pretty fucking tired right now. I gotta be
Exactly.
honest.
That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste, everyone.
You know what namaste is? Is like,
You know what it actually means?
yes, it's like
What does it
stay.
mean? Say it on 3.
You stay.
Say.
Banana is actually like a banana.
Banana, yeah.
Yes. You knew that too?
Exactly knew that.
You're so smart.
I know. What's your movie and TV?
One more. Okay, I want to listen to your TV thing.
What I was trying to say before you namaste'd me is that I've been really busy and haven't had a chance to really watch many things, but I'll do an old recommendation. I wish I had a better one, but I do remember this show I really liked. It's called Afterlife on Netflix.
Ricky Gervais. I love Ricky Gervais.
Yep.
He's got a movie called
Oh, this is yours
Lying.
segment now? All right, cool.
What is that movie called? Lying.
Invention of Lying, I think.
I love that movie.
I should watch that movie. Yeah, I've never seen it, but
No,
I
that's
like
a
the
great
concept
one.
is great.
His stand-up comedy is great as well.
I've never been the biggest fan of him. I like him, but I don't love him.
He's my biggest fan.
Your biggest fan?
I'm his biggest fan.
Oh.
We're both fans.
Of each other?
We both have fans.
Okay. You doing a podcast with him?
No.
Dude, if he offers to do a podcast, ditch me immediately because that's a great move.
No, I will not. I will not.
I'd ditch you in a second. If Ricky Gervais was like,
What?
do you want to do a podcast together? And I'd be like,
Podcast.
okay.
Okay.
And he'll be like, but what about all the
All right.
snacks? And then I'm like, you can produce it if you want. You know?
Yeah.
But that show I think is really good. It was probably my favorite thing I've seen Ricky Gervais do. I like Ricky Gervais in small doses. I think he's brilliant.
Well, you can't say for my favorite thing Ricky Gervais do.
Interrupt the whole fucking time.
When you didn't even see his other shit, you can't be like,
Yes,
this
I
is
have.
my favorite.
I didn't see
Line
one of
and
his
mention.
movies. Have
What
you
else
watched The British Office?
Yes, of course.
Okay. In your face. That's in your face.
Have you watched the video? Yes. Okay.
See, that's my point. Wait, fuck. Person who's the worst at arguing ever.
Okay.
First time arguing.
Oh,
Yeah, but did you see this? You did? Yeah. See, that's my point. Wait, hold on.
I almost backed off too.
Yeah,
you were so confident.
We both were so confident. We both
You
were
were so confident.
Yeah, you were. You
See?
were like, yeah,
Oh,
and you were like,
fuck.
oh,
Okay.
I guess maybe did I not watch it? Maybe I didn't see it. No,
Okay.
I just can I get this out,
Yeah.
please? Jesus fuck. I was saying that it's my favorite Ricky Gervais thing I think I've seen, and I think he just did a really good job. And the writing's so good and funny, and it's an impressive show. Impressive soaps. I liked it a lot. It was a good show. Quick too. You can blast through it real quick. It's like 6 episodes, a half hour. You can just knock that out so quick. So yeah, if you haven't watched that show, check it out. It's really good.
I like that you recommended that movie. I
show,
mean that
but
TV
yeah.
show.
What's yours?
Well, I want to go on top of yours first
You can go on top of me anytime you want.
right now. I really like it. I really like that show because
Yeah.
it talks about. He's really truthful about death.
Yeah.
And he's really truthful about he doesn't do like cheesy Hallmark stuff. He's really
He gets dark.
but that's what everybody can feel and goes through in life, and he really touches upon that, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah, he just is like, it's about his wife. His wife died, and it's like, how does he's like recovering from that, but they do it in a very like tasteful, good way, and it's like
It's
kind
prolific.
of prolific is a very strong word, but it's really well done. Check it out. It's a really good show. What's yours?
Okay, mine. If you go on Pornhub,
Can you imagine?
John Wick, the whole series, because my friend just introduced it to me like 2 years ago or a year ago even, and it is an action that you've never seen the action like that before. The premise is really simple, but it's like the art of gunfighting. It's so crazy that there's so many. It's like people go, oh, they got in a fight, and you think people just punch each other, but when you actually get into MMA, there's so many like intricate details and techniques that people do. Is the same thing in a gunfight, and it's so cool, and it's like a release. If you're stressed out or whatever, and then you're like, well, I want to release, and you don't want to work out, I think John Wick would be. So basically what I'm saying is, like, if you eat a lot of ice cream and you don't want to go work it off, you could watch John Wick, and you also burn calories. That's a fact. It's in the science.org.edu. www.
You see how I didn't interrupt you? Wasn't that nice?
Huh? What'd you say?
You heard me, motherfucker.
Okay. Our next segment is
Story times ×2. On this segment, we do a story that's involving us together or separately. 2 stories, 1 times, 1 podcast, same year, both times. Go.
what does that mean, actually?
You know what it means.
Okay.
It's story times.
Okay, go.
I feel like I've been going first every time.
Okay, I'll go first.
Go first.
First impressions.
Okay.
First impressions is pretty much one person seeing another person.
Right, and I know that.
Okay.
Yeah. Did I look at you like I didn't know that? Like, he said first impressions, and I was like, just pretended like I knew it. But yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
So my first impression of you is
Oh,
you
each
have
other. Okay.
Yeah, of each other. So you will say yours, and then I'll say mine.
Okay.
And I think it's a fun thing to say.
Okay.
So my thing of you.
I don't like that your burp particles are just in the air in my nose now. That's really annoying. You
know
burped,
what?
and it was just now it's just.
Did
now,
you smell it?
You know, for a
Did
second
you-
I thought I did.
No, you didn't.
You just ate a meat popsicle. I'm sure I'm gonna.
It's
smell
not a meat. It's a boba popsicle. And okay, are you not happy with the burp then?
it. No, I'm not.
Okay,
It's gross.
I apologize.
It's okay.
Thank you.
So good. First impressions. What was yours?
Let me tell you something. If you burped, I would be
because
okay
I'm very polite and I don't want to have the listeners listen to my burp. That's gross.
ASMR.
That's not good.
It's like dark ASMR.
I bet people are into that though. I'm sure there's people who are like burping ASMR on YouTube. Guarantee they're into that. Like they like it. Everyone's so weird.
Is it okay to be weird, or is it not okay to be weird?
It's totally fine as long as you're not hurting anybody by being weird.
Exactly.
What's your first?
So that's in your face.
Okay.
You're gonna hit on the weird people, but the weird people are my people.
I was gonna hit on the weird people.
Hate.
Oh, hate on.
HAT. What is it? Last name?
Good one.
I got you back for now. But the first impressions was, so when I saw your face, I said to myself, this guy has a lot of hair. That's what I said.
Probably not back then.
No, not back then.
I always had short hair.
But definitely now. But my point is that when I first saw you, I said to myself, this guy has probably some really deep-rooted issues.
Are you being I want you to be real.
What?
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Okay. I said I looked at his face at this comedy club. No, the first time that I met him, it was at the Harvell's. And I look at Harvell's, shout out to John Benitez, is in Long Beach. It's a burlesque and comedy venue, underground, very nice. I
Go
saw
to it
him.
if you live in the area.
Yes. I saw you, and then you did some stand-up comedy. And then you were like having fun on stage. And then when you came off, you didn't have, many friends around. And I said to myself, I look at his face and I said, wow, he needs a friend.
Okay.
And
Sad, but okay.
but you just have this like vibe, like you're a hard worker, but also like you need it.
Need what? Stand up?
Everything.
Just I need it
You
all.
need stuff.
I need stuff. Okay.
You need.
Yeah. It's great. It's really great.
But it's a happy vibe. Because you know what though? I'm gonna be real with you because I was like, I'm the same. We are the same.
Yeah.
But same, but different. You know what I mean?
That's this whole podcast.
Because I look at him and I said to myself, he is desperate.
Hey man, God damn it.
He's trying not to show it, but I see it in his eyes.
Only you
Okay,
see it,
that's the
though.
first time. And I said, hey man, what's up? And then the second time I saw him, we didn't talk much the first time.
I don't remember the second
And
time.
the second time we didn't talk much either, but I remember he came to my home club, one of my clubs that I love to perform in, the Haha Comedy Club. And you were at one of the tables. I forgot who you were sitting with, but nobody was talking to y'all. And I think I was performing, and then I came out, and then...
By the way, I'm not enjoying this segment so far, but you can keep going.
And then I look at his face. I said, that's the same look. The desperate.
Fuck.
And I look at his face, and I said to myself, I'm the same way. Because I'm desperate too. At the time, we're all desperate, but we try not to show it.
In what way?
And desperate in like everything. You need love. You need money. You need comedy.
If I start crying.
You need security. You need, you know what I mean? You need to be successful. You need everything. Like it's needy.
Okay. It's the worst therapy session I've ever been to. I should really go to another
What if
therapist.
you go to therapy?
It's like you need this, you need this, you need this. I'm just in a chair like, is this really gonna help me? I don't think this is really a good fit for me.
I like that. I like the leg.
Well, I go all
That
out.
goes
I do
up.
the
The whole thing.
Also, I don't know why I feel like I'm in a motorized like I'm luging.
Yeah.
That's a weird therapy.
Jet ski. Yeah, but that's what I said. I looked at you and I said, wow, he's working really hard. He puts himself out there.
Okay, that's a
even
good
though
thing,
he is desperate. Right? And I said, I'm the same way. So I started talking to him. I just said, hey, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then no, but I saw
Okay.
his face, and then I said, you know what? He works really hard, and we have the same vibe. That's the thing, because I'm that way too. I'm desperate to be successful, and I'm desperate for the validation. I'm desperate for the love, and it's really hard to get it in Los Angeles because everybody's desperate. But I see him, he's like desperate times 2.
It doesn't sound like a good thing. But
no,
okay.
no, because I'm like that too. But the thing is, you put yourself out there
on stage, like, right, guys, right? It's pretty funny, huh?
Yeah, no, but the thing is, I really love your vibe because you're trying to keep it positive, and it's all of it. Like we talked about it, you always bring your positive canon. Not that night because that night nobody was talking to you. But I see the positive cannon still. It just wasn't firing off.
I just holding it.
Yeah, you just holding the positive.
Anyone?
Anyone? It's lock and loaded. Anyone need his positivity? Oh, nobody? Cool. I'll put it away. And then I come and then we talked that time a little longer, and that's what I really remembered. That was the first impression. Okay. But I always loved your vibe because we're just both goofy fucks and we're like nice people, and we work hard even though we're desperate and it hurts us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that not accurate?
Yeah, that was the longest first impression that was more like the first, second, and third impressions. Yeah, mine was really similar. Because I remember we were at Harvell's, and I think you were headlining that night at Harvell's. And I recognized you because I knew you worked Haha a lot on the weekends. And I don't think I was doing many weekends at that point. Like I was probably did a couple, but I wasn't like regularly doing them. But I knew who you were. I knew you were legit.
Yeah.
And so I saw you at Harvell's, and I was like, oh, I want to say what up to this guy. Because he's super funny and like legit. And I remember I said hi to you, and then I remember I sent you a message, either that night or the night after, just be like, yo, good to meet you, bro. Like, hope to see you soon. And like, I think we both were just really nice, I think. Yeah. And we hit it, like, we didn't hit it off right away, but we were like, it was a good like vibe of like, oh, like we're kind of similar people. Like it kind of worked, but I didn't really know you. But then the more we hung out, I was like, oh, this dude's like, we're so similar just because like you're really positive. I know you think I'm positive, but you're so positive, like on the outside, on the inside, it's just regret, desperation, scared, stress.
I like how you try to do it back at me.
Yeah. But on the outside, you're like, ba-doo, like having a blast, which is so fun. And that's why I hit it off. And then the more I watched you perform, I was like, oh, like I am like a fan of this guy's comedy. Which is so fun being a friend of someone that you're like, oh, I actually really enjoy watching.
That's why I talked to you as well, because I liked your comedy. Yeah. It's like just goofy styles.
Yeah, we're both pretty similar. Like we're both like, we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, even
though you sometimes get so like mad when you're performing and you don't like how it's going. You'll be killing. And then I know in your face, you'll be like, I fucking hate this so much, But we're both very like, we have a lot of fun and goofy shit. And we just like having fun and doing bits and fucking around. A lot of people in comedy are just, dude, I gotta slow down. Jesus Christ, I'm talking way too fast.
Oh, wait, can I say something?
Go.
Before you continue? This is the problem. I will take 2 minutes to say something that takes 2 minutes to say, but you would say something that's 15 minutes into 1 minute.
Yeah. Well, because I think you're just going to cut me off. So I got to speed it up before you cut me off.
Wrong. But what was this is the impression that I got, that you got from me, is that when we were at Madhouse, and then you came, like we were talking, and then you came up, and then you were like, oh, I thought, because I was like, hey, let's take shots and get fucked up before we go on stage. And then you were like, I didn't think you drank. Because I think you thought I was like this like clean.
Yep, I remember thinking that. Wow, that was a while ago. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, I was surprised you drank for some reason. I don't know why. Why is that? That makes no sense though. I'm really surprised.
No, but I'm like, I don't come off as a... When you see me, people won't go, oh, he's a drug addict, he drinks. That I'm the opposite of that. Like people go, he probably goes to church. He probably has like Legos at home. And he's just missing glasses, but he probably plays Legos, eat ice cream, and then goes to sleep by 8 p.m.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, yo, let's get fucked up.
You were like, let's do it, and then go up.
Yeah,
you were like, let's take shots and do all new bits. It's like sold out show. You're like, let's just all do new stuff. Let's take 4 shots and then go. I'm like, huh? No. Yeah. What? Jesus.
And then I show you my penis.
Not then. No.
Not then.
No. But yeah, it was a good first vibe. And then the more I hung out with you, I was like, oh, I fuck with this guy. This guy's awesome. And I remember you said something so funny, and we can cut this out if you want. But I was with my girlfriend at the time at Madhouse, and this is when when you like leveled up in your humor. You said something so, I was so shocked that you said this, and we both, my girl and I at the time, we laughed so hard. We were like, this kid is a fucking lunatic. We were all drinking together, and then you had to go, and you came up.
Your girlfriend at the time, did you guys break up?
Man.
Go ahead.
You were, it's funny. When you're gonna do that every time I bring up? And
momentum broken.
I know, you really put that shit to a screeching halt. This is what I'm talking about. This is your episode, by the way.
No,
you own this episode.
No, I'm sorry.
And you walked up to us and you were like, hey, again, I can cut this out, but you're like, You were like,
taking forever.
So I was just laughing about it. You're like, hey, I gotta go. My wife's being a bitch. And then you just walked away.
Yeah.
And we thought that was so funny, just because like,
Yeah.
who would say that?
Yeah.
Who would say that? Like, because you want someone to think your significant other's the shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was
Yeah.
so funny that you were just so goofy and
Dude,
because we didn't take it that seriously, and
Yeah.
and you were kidding too, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
it's so funny that you were like, I gotta go. Yeah, my wife's being a bitch. Bye, guys. Like, dude, we thought that was so. So that's when I was like, oh, this dude's funny. Like,
Yeah.
I like that energy. You know?
Yeah, I was totally kidding. I would never
Yeah.
say that to a person who I don't know.
Yeah.
Like my wife is the queen.
She's the best. Yeah.
My
Obviously a
home
joke.
is her, and we could definitely leave that in because we call each other names, and to me it doesn't matter what you say.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the day, I will do anything for her, and then she's my home. Like she physically is my home. Like I live inside of her. in the Caucasus. No, that's weird. But
Just walking around with her skin.
yeah. No, but I don't think it really words doesn't really matter. Words words are very powerful, but words doesn't matter to me if you know the person. Like if you're really close with your family members, sometimes words could be really hurtful, but at the end of the day, you know who that person is and how much they love you. So you don't really care about, in the moment, in the heat of the moment. So everything around that, yeah, it doesn't really matter to me if one of my close friends, would say some messed up things and if she really cares about it, if she's like, hey, can you not say that to your close, and it's not like in a context where I'm like, yeah, she's the fucking worst.
No,
it's
it was a joke anyways. Like I'm sure it was just being silly. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, any other context I wouldn't have done it, but it just yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was you do a lot of unique things. There's no one that I know that's even close to who you are as a person, which I think is fun and nice.
I tuned out.
I know.
I couldn't. It's just because my attention span is so short. Dude.
I know.
That's
You
why
don't
it's
think I
called
know
the
that?
recess, man. Because sometimes I'm like, focus. And that's why sometimes I close my eyes to listen to you because I'm like, I got to focus. And then sometimes I look at you and I think about another thing. I'm like, God damn it, come back here.
I think that's probably why I talk so fast because I can feel you. Dude, that's the thing about Jason is that, dude, you got to come quick with your shit. I'm remembering this now. I always have said this and I don't know why I'm just thinking about it now. When I tell you stories, you got about 3 seconds to make it interesting or he's gone. I totally forgot that. Dude, I'll be telling you something and you'll be like, yeah, gone. That's how long you last. So that's probably why I talk so fast with you because you won't interrupt, but you'll just be other places. Well, I'm talking to your face, you'll say, yeah, and you'll just be gone. Like think about everything else. And that's probably why I talk so fast. Because you have zero attention span. And I got to make it interesting up top. It has to be and then work backwards.
Yeah. But I remember you told me this another time, but what are those things?
What do you mean?
Like to make it interesting, it needs to be either penises.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot what the things are. There's a list of things that you'll go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stick another 5 seconds. I'll stick around for the second half of this.
Yeah. But you're the same way though.
No,
if I
I'm
talk
not.
to you and if I'm talking a little too slow or like if the point is not prominent, you would just fuck off too. Is I think a lot of comics is that way because
maybe that too.
There's just so many things.
Well, I have a heart. Well, yeah. Some people are just so boring, and then that's like, come on, like be better. But yeah, dude. But
you're the same way. If I talk to
not
you,
as bad as you. No, but you'll be. I can feel it. I can feel your ghost of your brain just wander. I can see it walking away, going to eat some boba, and then your body's just here, and I'm just like, dong, 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 dong. Yeah. So that's the thing about you. That's awesome. Let's do
it awesome?
Let's do the last segment.
I should run with it, huh?
You should do the last segment. Last segment of the show.
Go.
Is what did we learn? And this is the reflection time. Since we last recorded, what did we learn about life? What are the things that are on our mind? And what was our reflection from the week thing action?
Oh, do you want me to go first? Or you
Go first. Who went first last time?
I don't know. You can go first.
All right, I'll go.
Yeah.
I recently had OCD things confirmed. So I have OCD things that I do, and you do. We both are OCD. You do the thing when you're cleaning. You want to clean everything before you go. You hold the eggshells in the elevator, remember?
Okay. Who confirmed it? I was curious.
No, I'm going to tell you that.
After the eggshells?
No,
What?
I'm just setting it up that we're both OCD.
Yeah.
I'm saying but then I'm going to continue what I'm saying.
Okay.
This is what I'm talking about, is you're already bored. I got through the setup.
Yeah,
and then
whoa.
gave context, and you're like, I'm out. Like,
Okay.
you're already like, yeah, but what else? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get there.
No. Okay, fine. I'll focus. Go.
Yeah, there you go. Just really focus intensely.
Yeah.
No, my thing is that I have certain things that I do OCD wise, and I'm like, why do I? There's no point in doing this. For example, I make sure the stove is off. The burners, I gotta make sure they're all off, off.
You gotta touch. You right? Me
So
too.
like those things, I'll make sure the fridge is closed.
Yeah.
I'll make sure
You
lights
shut
are
the
off.
fridge.
Lights are off. Yeah. Just really.
Gas is closed.
Yeah. All those types, like those are like everything's off, you know, things like that. And as long as I'll put my shoes on, I have a shoes off rule in my house, as do you. Both so neurotic, and I'll be like, oh fuck, I forgot to check the stove. And now I gotta take my shoes back off, go and check the stove. So, and in my mind, I'm like, it's so stupid to do those things because I'm like, that's never been a thing. I've never come home and the burner's been on. Why do I even do that?
Yeah.
But one time recently, I came home, the fucking fridge was cracked open, and I was like, that's why I do that.
Bro,
Do you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
And I have another one too. That's number one. There's a second.
Okay, let me do one.
Go.
Let me do one, man.
I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm gonna do one now. This is what I'm trying to say to you.
This is by far the most annoying episode so far.
What?
It's fine though.
I'm sorry.
This is the point of the podcast.
I'm sorry, man.
Go.
I close all the doors. I lock all the doors. I
Lock?
check it. Yeah, I lock like all the doors. I lock it. Just inside. Like I lock all.
Like your bedroom door. You
No,
lock.
not. I lock all, my bedroom door 100% every night, right? And then the window, I lock the window, right? And one time, this door was open.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
It was open.
But the door was open, right?
Okay.
And then I'm like, I fucking closed this door. This was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I was like, I closed this door.
Yeah.
How is it open? I closed it.
But you probably just didn't close it.
Did I? Oh, or a ghost came in and opened it because I checked it like 6 times.
Ooh.
Or was it a robber?
Do you think KC may have closed it though?
What?
Do you think your wife may have closed it?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Damn. Well, yeah. So that's the first thing is that the fridge was open, and I was like, damn it. Now I have to do this forever. Because it happened, now I have to keep doing this because it was confirmed.
Exactly.
So now I have to be OCD. If I could get better about it, like, oh, fridge is never, I'll get less and less. But now I'm like, I have to check the fridge now.
Yeah.
The second thing is I'm very selective with whose food I will eat that they cooked. I have a thing where I'm really nervous about getting food poisoning and sick. So I'm like, I'll usually overcook things. I'm getting better about it now. And then going to people's house or making food from people, I'm very selective. There's certain people I don't trust their cooking.
Yeah.
You, I don't know. I think I'd trust it for the most part. Your wife, I would trust. But certain people, I'm like, I don't know. And here's an example. Do the podcast with Brent Morin, and he is we do it at his house, and he offered me food. I was gonna go. I was like, hey, I'm taking off. I'm gonna go eat. And he's like, I'll just make you food. I'll make food. And he made pasta. He had this meat that was in the freezer. He's like, I'll defrost the meat, make the food. And the whole time I was like, I'm not gonna eat this fucking food. And I even told him, I was like, I don't really want to eat this.
So you didn't eat the food?
You have to see. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not done yet.
Okay.
But see how you couldn't last?
Well, I'm listening.
So keep listening.
I'm listening intently.
So you have to keep listening. Okay. So I did. So I had focusing.
Well,
so
you
hard.
can't do my fucking. You can't say the story and then yell at me and then go back to the story.
How else?
Now I'm emotionally hurt.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, go.
I didn't mean to emotionally hurt. Okay. Point is that I was like, I'm not comfortable. This is not someone I trust. They're cooking, and I was like, this is a bad idea. He makes the food, meat, pasta, whatever. He eats it. I'm like, I'm whatever. I go home and he calls me later that night and he's like, dude, good thing you didn't eat that food because I've been throwing up all night.
Get the wow.
He was like, I've been violently vomiting the whole night.
Wow.
And I was like, bingo. That's why.
So you would never do it now?
That's why.
It confirmed it.
It was like my fear. The reason I don't eat the cooking from certain people.
You
that's
confirmed
why.
it.
It was confirmed.
So now you got to keep doing it.
Yep.
So you can't eat people's food.
Certain people, my instincts were right though. I was like, I don't trust his. I love him, but I don't trust his cooking really.
Yeah.
And it was confirmed. So had I gone against my own OCD, I would have been vomiting all fucking night.
Bro, let me
and
tell
I
you.
would have told myself, why wasn't I just being myself? I should have just been myself and trusted myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think I have any friends that's like that.
Yeah, I'm a weird guy.
I mean, I don't have any friends that's no, I'm like that. Like I don't have any friends that would just cook with expired shit and just don't know and just throw in random.
That's what I'm sure he wouldn't have made it. He wasn't like, it's a little old, but it's okay.
No, he didn't even check. But I'm so OCD that I'm always checking for expired.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
Like if it's today, then I'm like, oh, we're throwing this away. And my wife's like, no, we'll just put it in.
Yep. So it's just interesting to have OCD things confirmed. So
who confirmed it? So are you gonna tell me or are you gonna wait like later?
What do you mean? That's it.
Well, who confirmed? Did you Google those and diagnose yourself?
No. I'm just saying my instincts were. It was funny that I was correct in what I was thinking.
But how, so
you know what I mean?
so did you Google these traits and go, I have OCD?
No. I know. Sorry, no, that's confusing. No. I'm just saying that's how I framed it. As here's what my thing is my OCD was confirmed. It was more of like my instincts were correct, and I have to keep being OCD.
Oh,
that's what I meant. Yeah,
got it.
Yeah. Cool. That's my thing.
Oh, is it? Oh, there's no more examples.
Those are the two.
Okay.
The second one's pretty intense, so that was
that's really good.
For last, yeah.
No. Does your thing have to? I'm just thinking of another OCD thing. Mm-hmm. Like, do you have to like things have to line up or be in a certain position in place?
Really, I have to make my bed.
You have to.
Have to make my bed. Yeah.
Okay. Last thing is what did we learn this week?
Yeah. What did you learn this week?
We all feel like shit when we quit something. You know, like we started something and we quit. Like, oh fuck, I'm a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. But knowing the difference between quitting on your plan and quitting on your goal is really important, because sometimes quitting on your plan could expedite the progress to getting to your goal.
Can you elaborate?
Did you check out?
A little bit.
Why would you check out?
Doesn't feel good, does it?
No,
I didn't really check out. I want you to elaborate. Like, give me an example.
So if you're like, for example, if you're like, oh, I want to go to my mom's house and it's like, 15 miles away. Mm-hmm. And then you're like, that's my mission. But then you're halfway through, you're like, ooh, McDonald's. And then you go to McDonald's. Like, your mom is sick and she needs, water. She needs to attend. And you're like, ooh, but McDonald's. And then you're like, well, I need, she needs
camping?
Okay. Oh, her foot is broke.
Oh, she can't move.
Yeah, she can't move.
Got it.
What do you mean she's camping? This is no laughing matter. My imaginary mom.
I feel really bad now. Fuck, my poor mom. What are you, camping? It's like broken leg. Fucking lazy.
Bleeding out. Yeah. My blood is gone.
I mean, McNuggets. Oh, you all right? I thought you were camping. My bad.
Yeah. So that if you see a McDonald's, you're like, well, if I don't eat, then I might be hungry. If I get hungry, then I'm not gonna have enough energy to go save my mom. Then you go,
okay,
yeah,
that's a really funny way to think.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, I gotta get McDonald's.
Okay,
but then you're like, well, why don't I just get to my mom's house quicker, save her, and then eat food at her house? It's like, so, but halfway through, you're going to the McDonald's, and you're like, well, the McDonald's is like, I don't know, 30 miles away, and you're like, well, I gotta go there first. But then if you quit halfway and just backtrack, you may just get to your destination quicker. You didn't quit going to McDonald's. You just, you deviated for a second. You're like, oh, maybe this will work.
Yeah.
That's a shitty example, but you get what I'm saying. Is that
honestly, that was a really bad example. I like the journey.
Most terrible one.
I like the journey, but I was
the most terrible one.
Do you like a comedy example?
Like, if you have one goal, well, we all just want to be really good at comedy and also have the validation of our peers, and also be famous enough so that people would come see us.
Yeah.
So that we could make a good living.
Yes.
That's
being famous just means you're successful.
Successful. Yeah. So we all want that, but sometimes we could get caught up in like little things, to us it's huge things, like getting on a TV spot. But it's like there's so many TV shows that around comedy, but if you're just focused on one thing and all your energy and attention is on that one thing, you may miss out on other opportunities, and may slow down your mission, which is just to be successful and a really good artist. But if you just focus, I need to get on this show because I love this show, but then you're not, if you just kind of give up on that plan and open yourself up to other things, you may get to your goal a little quicker.
Yep, definitely.
How'd you feel about this episode?
I felt I'm numb to that bit at this point. You can keep doing it, but
no, it's a different bit. I went from your hair down to your mouth. That's the first time I ever did it. It's a variation. You didn't appreciate my bit, and it's like I'm really sad.
Now you've done it. You've done the mic bit so many. Oh, nice.
That was an elephant.
Really, that did sound like
seventh animal. Seventh animal.
Let's run that back. Let's play it again. You've done the mic bit so many, and we're back. That was a really good fart.
Thank you, man. Would you like to smell it? I could waft it over there.
I'd really appreciate if you didn't do that.
Do you like the word waft?
It's a good word choice. I was about to say good waft. Good waft choice. But you kind of also, when someone farts, you kind of want to smell it though a little bit, right? Like if it's someone you know, you kind of want to smell it.
Somebody I know?
Yeah, you kind of want to smell it.
I want to smell so I could be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, you kind of want to. Like
I want to so I could be like, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
You want to, because you have a reason to fucking be annoyed.
Yes. But
absolutely.
if I don't smell it, it's like, oh, man.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, well, I better get closer. All right, we did it.
But how do you feel about this episode? Let's have a review.
I feel good. I feel good. I think we both came in a little hot, you know?
I didn't.
Okay.
Did I come in hot?
Oh, yeah.
Like how hot?
You came in like...
How hot?
Like this is my show. You were
like on a scale
my
of
show.
On a scale of 5% body fat to 3% body fat, which I have. How hot?
Do a more confusing analogy. I like I didn't have room to do that bit, so I had to like ding ding ding, to like go around it. No, this is great, dude. Dude, this is raw, authentic.
Touch
and
everything.
real.
Touch everything. COVID.
That's such a thing. Didn't you do that with food at one time?
What?
Didn't you do that with cookies? You did that with cookies in Portland. Remember you kept touching the cookies? The hotel lobby cookies we'd bring back to the room and then you touch all of them? Such a dick. Like I got cookies. I brought these nice cookies back from the lobby.
I brought them, dude.
And they were like,
I brought the cookies, Will.
Doesn't matter.
I brought it for the both of us.
Yeah,
there's two of them. One on the bottom, one on top. And I touched the top one to fucking annoy you. But I know there's a bottom one that you could eat that it was untouched.
So mad though. And I think you tried to touch it again. Like you kept doing it. I was like, fuck, I just want to eat these cookies. And you were like, what? I was like, you know what gets to me, you know? Oh, that was so mean. You kept touching the fucking cookies.
You do shit like that to me too.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
no,
you
I don't.
do.
Give one example.
Okay, one example. Like I would be in bed and you jump on me and you put your penis on my thigh and it go ooh like that. I go, dude, are you kidding me?
I never.
Why would you do that? Yeah, you did. I never did that one time.
Jumped on you. Went, ooh.
Okay, you didn't make that sound, but you actually did that.
My penis has never been exposed on your thigh.
Yeah, it has. Okay, this is what you do. You know that what gets to me, so you would like jab me, you know, to make me irritated a lot of the times. You know, just be honest.
I wish you knew of an example because I'm not going to doubt.
I can't think on top of my head right now, but you do try to annoy me a lot of times. Yes or no?
Top of my head right now.
Yes. Are you gonna make fun of my English right now?
No.
You know how many languages I speak? One.
No. That's you.
You know what? I did a bit. You did a bit. We did 2 bits at the same time.
I know.
I could tell you are ending the podcast now.
Subscribe. So mad. Like it. Like the video. Subscribe to it.
Now you could do it.
And the offer stands, by the way, for the DM thing. If you take a screenshot of you showing your friends our podcast and like a message saying that, send it to us, and we'll give you a genuine compliment on Instagram. So that's the thing we're doing.
And also, if there's like a clip that you really like, if you show your mom, and it'll be cool to see her reaction.
Yeah.
That you would think like, oh man, this is gonna trip her up or whatever. Trip her up. I don't think anybody said that, but I said it the first time. Trip her up. It would just be cool to see like a parent's reaction or like a brother, sister that think like, oh, these dudes are crazy.
We will post that on the Instagram. If you have videos of your mom or whoever reacting to our ridiculous podcast, send that to us. We'll repost it because we love that. We love that shit. Yeah.
I've checked out. Recess time. And
please subscribe. Show your friends. Please show your friends and send us proof of you showing your friends because we'll give you a genuine compliment.
No, and we'll go to your house. We'll go to your house and see you.
Unannounced. You won't know we're coming. You probably won't be okay with it. Yeah. But we'll still be there. Well, he'll go in from the back and I'll go in through the front and we will attack you. But with kindness and compliment. So it's okay. It's not weird.
And then he's going to be naked probably. And I won't be naked.
No, only me. Because I'll probably look better naked. Anyways. So.
What?
There's no way, by the way. You beat me on that race by far. Which is fine. Dude, if you're watching this and you made it to the end of this, thank you so much. That's so cool. You know?
Can I tell you another thing?
Yeah. You put your boxers on the outside. You tucked your shirt into your boxers.
Okay, I walk around like this always, and this is why I tuck it in. I do this on purpose, not for this. Every day I do this is because if it's on the outside, it's like flaily, and then if you lay down somewhere, the shirt rises up. So it's like you want to make fun of this. Comfort is king. I don't give a shit. I gotta be comfortable, especially at home. That's it.
Yeah.
I love you, man.
I love you too, Jay. This is really fun.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. We don't even know what day it is. Okay.
It don't take much to get to know me, but most don't